Welcome to the real Plushville. We calling this Rashida the after show.
After
Yes.
after show,
So
afterthoughts.
yes, after show, afterthoughts. This is our first time actually doing this after the show because there was still some things on our minds that we wanted to discuss, with our viewers. Um, Rashida, you can start it off if you like. What were
Yeah,
some of your thoughts
so
about today's show? What were some of your thoughts?
it was okay, but to me there really wasn't life in it. It was like kind of
Right.
dead, but those were that person's perspective, but I felt
Sure.
like more could have been brought to the audience, to
Yeah.
the viewers,
Yes.
a more lively thing, even though it was, I guess, as we say, kind of
It
stagnant
was
a little bit. There was
informational.
no informational, but there was no joy on your coming out on the basis of survival of domestic violence. And to me, that's a big
Right.
part. I understand being monotone just the whole time, but
Hmm.
where's your excitement from being free from that situation? Where's your joy from being free from that situation? You know what I mean? And how do we enlighten others to
Hmm.
still have life, but we don't have
Right.
to show what we've been through? I don't look like what
Right.
I've been through, and neither do you. So
Right. That's
there,
true.
that was my thing from it. And even afterwards, we were done, and we were talking to the producer there, and
Uh-huh.
she gave her insight. And even still, it was with joy and laughter and how they came
Right.
about, and they don't look like what they've been through today. So if I'm telling my
Right.
story, I don't want to be monotone. I want people to know like it won't always be like this, because that's what God says.
Right.
It won't always be like this. And we're to speak
But
life and to encourage one another. And the
absolutely.
encouragement was there a little bit, but to me, I felt like it should have been more joy, more
Hmm.
information that should have been given, and your
Right.
coming
But
out
again,
story. And
we want our viewers to know that again, these are just our opinions, our perspective on the show today. We're not trying to bash anyone.
absolutely.
We're not trying to say, hey, the guest wasn't a good guest or anything. It's just today is the day that we want to do an after show, because we're going to
Mhm.
start doing a few of these, sometimes after the show. But we wanted y'all to know that there is life after domestic violence. It really is. There is a life, there is joy after you come out of that situation. You're not going to
Yeah,
always be stuck in that situation. You're just not.
absolutely.
And we gave pointers today on how to get out of the situation. You gradually get yourself out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that person really just can't tell, can't see what you're doing. You don't just automatically just pack everything up and then you're out the door. They come home and they see your stuff is going. Now, of course they're gonna come looking for you. That's just real talk.
Absolutely.
They gonna come looking for you. So there's a way to do anything, especially if you're ready to come out of that situation, do what you have to do. But again, just be gradual about it. Especially if you can't talk to that person, you can't come to that person and say, hey, you know what? I'm kind of like tired of this. I'm just ready to get out of this relationship and they won't let you out. Then you got to do what you have to do,
Yeah,
slowly. Like I told you, take when you got your hand in lion's mouth, you can't yank it out. You have to take it out
yep,
slowly. I always
yep,
say that. And that's with anything in life. That's how
yep,
how I feel about it. That's my opinion. To be honest, like I said, we've all been through something, some worse than others. We've all been
yeah,
through something, of course. Yeah. And then, Rashida and I, we like to keep it 100. We like to keep it real talk. Okay. And so, like,
absolutely.
so we have some thoughts, and Rashida can lead with the thoughts.
So, like I said, when we planned a way out, I planned a way out just as well as
Yes.
you did. I put
Yes.
some money, little money I had away, but that we forgot we had joint bank accounts, and he took that portion of my finances away, but I
Uh
didn't
huh.
care. I left with all that I had because enough was enough. And how do I set myself to be a leader or a
Right.
great example unto my children? If God bless me with my children, it is my sole job to protect them
Mm-hmm.
and to provide for them. And setting in that environment as long as I did was a no-no for me. But to prove my
Right.
strength, I had to keep my girl safe because he was harming my
Yeah.
children. But get the hell out of there.
But
It
you know
was
what?
going to
Today,
be
while we was on the show, I'm gonna say this not to interrupt you. When you was like, "Man, I left with $250," the first thing came to my mind, I said, "Man, if this ain't Tina Turner, this ain't nobody." I'll tell you the truth, because she left with nothing, okay, and started from scratch. So I surely
200.
thought that, but I wanted to say it on the show, but I didn't. you know.
$250. That's all that I had. I had my lights and everything turned on. The lady did that
Hmm.
for me, but my
Uh huh.
deposit, I was like, gosh, this is hell on wheels. Girl,
Right.
I had to run. I was on my own two
Uh-huh.
feet. This joker done took my vehicles and put one in the lake, done bought another vehicle. When I got my income tax, and he done took and flattened the tires on that, and then
Yeah.
got the tires fixed, had the car towed. And I was like,
Hmm.
what?
Like,
So
what is
life,
this?
yep, and I kept on pushing. I didn't let
Uh,
it stop me. I just kept on going because I was like, if
see,
I stop here and cry for a moment, I'm not winning. I'm letting the devil win over me, and I'm not
absolutely.
letting that take control over my mind. I tried
That's
to get
right.
the help that I needed.
Hmm.
I didn't have a counseling, but I had talked to my spiritual brother, which was, like I told you at that time, Brian Mundun, and I thank God for him
Hmm.
always. And then his
Right.
wife. I had people to encourage me to keep me along the way, but girl,
Hmm.
those were some trying times. And
I
I
can
still
imagine.
made myself, made a way out to buy another car. I was like, I got to get my kids back and forth to school, to
Right.
daycare, and to put groceries on my table. I couldn't
Hmm.
get SNAP or welfare. They
Yes.
would say, oh, you made too much. Well, he wasn't paying child support either. If he couldn't see him or torment me or my children, he wasn't paying. But his mother
Right.
was allowed to do what she wanted to do and say what she wanted to say. And I figured in my mind, since she was never really a grandmother to my children, that
Hmm.
she was okay with her son being the way he was because she never spoke about it.
See,
She
that's
never
unfortunate.
said you shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
off the note, my mom was like, "You need to stay there to make it work because he paying bills." I didn't give a damn about him paying bills.
No.
I was getting my
No.
tail tore up, and what is that setting for my children? I was like, "No,
Right.
mom, that's not the way to be. That's not the way to go." She was like, "You making a
Hmm.
dumb ace decision. That's your choice. That's
Right.
your choice. I'd rather
That's your
suffer."
opinion on it.
Yep.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I'd rather suffer
Yeah.
with my girls than to get my tail toe up. And because he was doing other things after he got put out of the military, I was like, no, I love me too much. And I had to
Right.
start that all over again, loving me again, trusting myself. And now
Because
I'm
he
at
actually could have
peace.
killed you. He could have actually killed you. You know
Yep.
that. You
Yep.
know? So no, yeah, I would
Messing
have
with the
ran with
car.
250 in my pocket, $250 in my
Yep.
pocket, so I would have ran too. Okay. Bye.
Yep.
Yes. Hmm.
He
Hmm.
told the police officers he was gonna kill me. I'm gonna kill her. If I can't have her,
Ooh,
ain't nobody gonna have her. Oh really? We'll see this. And I told you I tried out for the Norfolk Police
possessive.
Department. It didn't
Uh-huh.
help. I didn't get in. I
It's a
done tried to
shame.
written her. Is it? Because I wanted to take him out of here. Oh God, I
Right.
did, but God saw best for me to continue to raise my kids. Because who would have had my kids then? My mama
Exactly.
sure didn't need them. You know what I mean? So, and
Yeah, I
that's
hear
all I
you.
could do. So yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm
So yeah.
thankful.
Again, this is just the after show, just some of our thoughts
Yeah.
today. And then we really wanted to be able to empower other people that's in this situation. That was one of the
Yep.
things I kept, I think, trying to ask and try to pull teeth today. So, Rashida, what's some ways that we can actually empower others that's in this? Because you're not alone. You're really not. You think you're alone,
You
but you're
are
really not
not
alone.
alone. You're not
You're
alone.
not.
And if you see a woman going through it, reach out to her. Like, girl, is you okay? It's
Mm-hmm.
just me and you talking. It's not going nowhere. And also help
Yeah.
her to make a way of an escape or exit, however you want to word it. But
Mm-hmm.
I would be the one to help somebody. I don't care if you got
Right.
to sleep in my living room floor or sleep in the house somewhere until you got yourself together. Get a job, make a way of escape. You don't have to sit there. Some people sit there because they're afraid, but
They're
get out.
afraid. Absolutely.
They're
Yeah.
afraid. Get out. Or if you really, really want help,
Mm-hmm.
Tiff, we can do it. And we ain't really
Right.
got much, but we can do it.
Right.
With all
Exactly.
that we have, we don't have much, but we will help because why
Exactly.
we've been there. We've been
Right.
there. We want to
But
see your kids make it. We want to see you make
But
it.
Rashida, I do believe we have a lot of viewers who's probably saying, like, you know what, y'all make it sound like it's easy. It's easier said than done, which it is. We make it sound like it's really easy. It's not easy for a lot of people to leave those situations. Number one, they're still in love with the man. You know what I'm saying? The man may be the children's father. It's not easy to walk away from someone that you love. And a lot of times they do stay in those relationships because they do love that
Mhm.
person. And you know that. We've been in relationships where we love people. It
Yeah.
wasn't therapeutic, it wasn't healthy, but we stayed for the wrong reasons. You
But
understand what I'm
love
saying?
enough to let go. Love enough to let go. And when somebody told
That's
me
the
those words, if
message.
you love
Yep.
enough, then love enough to let go. And what's meant for you will be. But love
Hmm.
doesn't cost you nothing. It doesn't cost you heartache. It
No.
doesn't cost you pain. It doesn't cause abuse. It doesn't cause
Mm-mm.
dismantling who you are as a woman. It doesn't
Right.
demise who you are. It
That's right.
encourages who you are as a woman. So we're here to empower one another, whether it's a
Hmm.
male on male, male female relationship, whatever
Right.
it is.
What it is.
Love
Yeah.
does not cause harm. You know what I mean? We're
Real
supposed
love
to
does not
love
do
each
that.
other like, yup, the way that God loves us is the way that we should love one another. So if
Hmm.
that's not the love or the fruit that you're getting, love enough to let go. Love enough to
Absolutely.
let go. And that means loving yourself a lot more than you love the individual. Because if
Hmm.
you loved yourself enough, you'd never be in that situation or you wouldn't tolerate
Right.
that situation. And what
Right.
does that say to your children? It's okay. I love me.
Hmm.
I love me enough to take care of myself and my husband while he's abusing me. That's not love. That's not love at
Right.
all. And
But
usually,
sometimes,
like my
Rashida,
kid's
some
father
people,
said too,
uh, uh-huh. But I want to say that
and like
sometimes
my
people
kid's
have what
father,
they call
uh-huh,
separation anxiety. Some people have like, real anxiety from separating from other people. You know that, right? They have the
hmm,
attachment, disorders and everything. And it's just hard for
girl,
them.
I did. I smoked weed
You
after I
did,
did.
but I'm
I was
talking about
like,
for the viewer, for that viewer who has that separation anxiety, who wants to leave but just can't leave. You know what I'm saying? Because it gives them so much anxiety knowing that they're not going to be with that person anymore. You know, you have to
whatever
understand that.
God removes, I do. Whatever God removes, He always gives greater. I promise you, it always
Yes,
gets greater. It
yes.
always gets greater. There's no
Mhm.
way that God is going to give you something bad. It's the enemy that was sent. So when you're entering
Right.
these relationships, you know what I say. What's my
Uh-huh.
words, girl? Who sent
Who
you?
sent you?
Who sent?
I already
Who
know. I
sent
already know.
you?
Who sent you?
For now on,
Mm-hmm.
ladies, guys, once y'all exit those abusive relationships, ask
Mm-hmm.
yourself who sent the next one? Who sent this? Are you the
Right.
form of the enemy or are you something that God sent? Because everything that God sent is good. He gives good gifts
Right.
unto his children. So he ain't gonna give us
Mm-hmm.
somebody that's gonna be willing to whoop our tail. You ain't even seen that in the Bible itself. But no, we want peace, we want love, we
Yes.
want joy, we want kindness, we want something that's slow
Yes.
to anger. Yeah. So
But
love
what I
enough
want
to
people to
let
know
go.
is, I want men and women both to know is that God did not
Yes.
create you to be in a situation where you are being abused, where your children are being abused. You were not created
Hmm.
for any of that. That's what you have to understand. If you know your Lord and your Savior, you know He did not create you for any of that. He
That's
just did
right.
not.
That's right.
He
Because
didn't.
why? He is
You
a
know,
God of what? Love.
love.
He
Yes,
is a
He
God of
is.
love. He is a
Yes.
creator and maker of all. But you gotta
Hmm.
know your self worth.
Absolutely.
Know
That's
your
the
self
biggest
worth.
takeaway right there. Know your self
Yeah,
worth.
know your
And that's
self
what a lot of
worth.
people
And get
don't. A lot
around
of people don't know
people.
that. Hmm.
Get around people that tell you how good you look and tell you good things about yourself. And even if you off on your rocker one day, you have
Hmm.
that sister or friend to tell you, like, girl, you better get yourself together. I like you did yesterday. I
Right.
that is unacceptable. I
Yes.
had no
Yes.
problem with that. I
Yes.
was like, oh,
Right.
well, God, well, I ain't taking that way, but it is what it is. And he was like, you're
Yes.
wrong. Apologize. I was like, okay, you accept my apology, because he was like, pow
Right.
pow, that's
Right.
unacceptable. And I
Right.
should not be speaking to my sister in Christ that way. I should not be doing it, but I did it because of the way I was feeling. So get around
Your
people that
space.
can correct you, but still love you while you're in that space.
But
That
Rashida, what
you're
about
not
that
being
woman?
judged.
Hang on one second. What about that man or that woman that's afraid to go talk to anyone, talk to family? Because a lot of people are they're afraid to tell their family, they're afraid to tell their friends. What about this man or this woman that's so possessive where the man or the woman can't leave the house? They're stuck in there. They have nowhere to go. They have no outlet. This is true stuff. This is real stuff. This is real
Yes,
living.
yep,
That
that's
real life.
very true. I didn't. So let me tell you how I found my perfect stranger, and it wasn't with my family because
Okay.
my family was on his side, and his family would probably be on his side. I found my perfect stranger in a store.
Okay.
I'm not joking. Her
Now, what if the
name
man
is
won't let me out the
Karen.
house? What if, wait a minute, what if he won't let me out? What if he wants me in that house all day, every day till he gets back home from work? What am I supposed to do? I can't leave the house. I'm afraid to leave the house. I'm scared he got cameras around watching me. This is real talk because some people are really living like this. They are afraid. What do they
Well, you
do?
still have. Well, what about the cell phone? You have an extra cell phone hidden somewhere, or if you
Mm-mm.
don't, ask to buy a cell phone and hide it, and just only use it for text messaging, so you can't speak out loud in the house, because you can speak out loud in the house, but you can't see what's being put in a text message.
Okay,
You
what if I
can't.
can't
So,
afford to get this extra, let's say, cell phone? I only have this one that he comes in every day and check the calls, the text messages, the emails. He checks everything on my phone. Now, how can I get a second phone if I can't afford it now? What's my way around that? Some people can afford
You
a
know,
second phone.
well, if you have just one phone, you're not able to reach out to a high school friend.
I say, okay, again, I say, what if they don't have anyone to reach out to? That's the thing, because some people don't have anybody. And that's why I say they feel stuck.
We
They feel
lose
lost.
people. We lose
We
people
do.
though, Tiff, when we enter into those relationships. But there's always that one person that
Mm-hmm.
no matter if you haven't talked to back then and you happen just to call them, they'll be
Out of
willing
the
to
blue.
hear you. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
out of the blue. That's why I call them the perfect stranger or perfect
Yeah.
friend, because they'll listen. But like, even if you went far away and I haven't heard from you in many, many moons, and you be like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna want to know how you been, what's been going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what
Yes.
we call that perfect friend, doesn't matter how long or however many years you've been away, I'm still gonna be
Hmm.
like there, like we've never missed a beat.
Okay.
So it has to
Okay.
be just one.
So we're
You be like, who
hoping
you been
that
talking to all day? Just a family member.
someone out there who's actually watching this, listening to this, that they have someone out there that they can call, someone they can trust, because there's nothing to. A lot of people have trust issues, especially when you're being abused. You can't trust anyone. You feel
Absolutely.
like you can't trust anyone. So,
Hmm.
we're hoping that that's that one person that you can call.
Just please reach out. It doesn't matter if it's a longtime family, a longtime friend,
Somebody
and
that you
it
can
could be
trust.
many, many moon years ago.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
y'all relationship, the person that you married or got with now, happened to make you stop all those relationships that you had with your friends and family. But just happen to reach out and just say, I just wanted to talk for a moment. Your abuser doesn't have to know all of that, but just reach out to one. Just
Right.
try, make an
Someone
effort.
that you can trust, someone that you
Yep,
know that won't call him or call her behind your back and say,
yep,
hey, so and so called me today about you. You don't want that.
yep, yep.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
one person.
Mm-hmm. Just that one
I
person.
be the one to listen.
Rashida always says that. Rashida gonna mess right here and get everybody her number, her phone number.
You know it too, cause I'm a pray and bind and rebuke up some stuff, girl. We don't
Yes,
play around with
we do
that.
that. We do that.
Yeah, we will
Hmm.
pray and rebuke and bind up. I'm
Yes,
telling you, our prayers can reach heaven ears. For two touch and
absolutely.
agree, it shall touch. So
Mm-hmm.
he's in the midst of it, and we're
Right.
rooting for y'all to get up and out of the way of the abuser.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yep.
definitely. Yes.
We
Anything else
wanted
you want
more
me to
than
share?
y'all. Yeah, we probably
Yes.
wanted more than them. But we want to see you happy. We want to see you successful. We want to see you thriving. We want to see you achieving, making
Yes.
room for others, that another life you can impact, which is yours first,
Man.
then your
Yes.
family, and then
Uh-huh.
anybody else. So be an advocate for yourself.
That's
Be an
right.
advocate. Yep.
Right.
Empower
So this
somebody else.
that's what I wanted. Yeah. Remember I talked about on the show, like, how do we empower other people? But that's it
Yep.
right there. Uh-huh.
Yep.
And so what was I gonna say? I'm about to say something, Rashida. And you were talking, but I didn't want to interrupt at that time. Oh, I wanted to tell the viewers, like, this is who we are. This is who Dr. Thompson is. This is who Rashida, who she is. This is who we are, like, off the set. This is just
Yep.
us. And then I don't know. I guess the spirit just moved me today and said, "Hey, you know what? We're just gonna do like an after show." Yeah, because I
Yeah.
feel like somebody really needed to hear something today. I don't know what it was, but something got in me, and I said, "Hey, Rashida, you know what? Hey, look, we got to get on here and do something." Yeah. So hopefully
And
this just brings.
we love the people. We
We
love the
love our
people.
viewers. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we love the people. No matter what it looks like, we love y'all. We be
Mm-hmm.
hooting and hollering for y'all to get it
Yes.
together. Now, come on, y'all. We was in some shit ourselves.
Yes, we have been. We're human, just
We
like
have
y'all.
been. Yeah, we are
Hmm.
human. This
Yeah.
ain't no glam and glory. We can say we
No.
got glam and glory, but only in God. But we're here to help y'all,
Absolutely.
to encourage one another, and we
Yes.
live this life already. We couldn't live it and not talk about it.
Exactly. And that's why we say that, like, our motto is that real life, real living, real talk.
We're
And we like to
living, we'll
bring,
talk.
yeah, and we like to bring y'all stories to life on the show. So we always
Mm-hmm.
encourage people, to write in or call the studio, or even go onto our website, at therealplushville.com, and just send us a message or two, because we haven't been hearing from a lot of you guys. I noticed that, like, but reach out to us. And also too,
Yeah.
one thing I forgot, because we were talking so much today on the show, was that we are actually in the next month which is going to be November, we're going to be working with the homeless population here, to feed them throughout the Hampton Roads area. And then also, too, we're in the midst of planning an actual meet and greet. It's a meet and greet, but at the same time, it's going to be a get down party. That's what we're going to have, though. So you guys can get to know us a little bit better, you know what I'm saying? Have a good time with us, you know, fellowship with us.
Absolutely.
So you guys can really understand who we are, what we're trying to do here at the Real Plushville, and actually here in the
Absolutely.
757. Yes, that's what
Yeah.
we want to do.
And they can also get us on Facebook
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
through
Yes.
Messenger. Y'all can send us
Message
messages
us.
through messengers. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You'll see us
Keep
on
it.
there. DNP Thompson on Facebook.
Yes.
Rashida
And
Lane on
right.
Facebook, and that's my maiden last name. I only put maiden on there to still connect with some of my family members and high
Right.
school friends. I still have my ex-husband's last name, but it is what it is.
Right. So yeah, so on
Yes.
Facebook she's Rashida Lane, not Outlaw.
Yeah.
If you look for her,
Yeah.
yeah, on Facebook. And I'm DMP
Yeah.
Thompson for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So any last words to our viewers, we want to make sure that you guys know that we're behind you. We root for you guys. We want to meet you guys. Definitely want you to come out to some of the events that we're going to be holding here in the 757. Even for you people that are not even in the 757, you want to fly in to meet us, meet and greet and get down with us. Hey, come on down for
We
real.
would
Because we're
love,
gonna have a good
love,
time.
love to meet y'all. We'll have a good time,
We're gonna have a real good
joking and
time.
everything. Outside of the realness, we still love to joke, play.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we
the
love to joke and
takeaway,
play, talk trash. That's that real talk, y'all.
girl, we know it too. I'm a big trash talker, and
Ooh, ooh. A
as they
huge
say,
look, y'all, a huge trash talker off the screen, okay?
yeah, yep.
Wink. Y'all love it though.
For every moment, I was like, "What you say?"
Right.
Hmm.
Girl,
What?
I
So
know.
yeah.
Yes. So anything else we want to leave with our viewers before we shut it down for the night?
So
Just
for
stay
the
connected for one thing.
abusers,
Stay
yes,
connected with us.
for yes, stay connected. But for the abusers that's abusing, we got a trunk space full for y'all. I'm joking.
That is East Coast Outlaw talking to y'all. She's
I'm
not playing with you,
joking.
okay?
I'm
She said she
joking.
got a
But
trunk for you.
no, we do got a trunk and a lot of field. But anyway, so no, we women we stick together and we are here to encourage, empower, and for the
One
men,
another.
I know y'all that
They
may
think
have
we
been
bashing
abused.
y'all. That we bashing you. We're not bashing you. We support you guys too. We do.
Yeah, and for the men that are being abused, get out. And we give you high praises because we know that a man's power is stronger than a woman. And y'all could have hit back or licked back to any time, but you
Sure.
didn't. So
Sure.
we
Yeah.
give you praises for that, but you also have a way of escape. And you can reach out to us as well. So
Right.
you don't have to be abused in any relationship. Love the hell out of yourself before you love the
Hmm.
hell out of somebody else.
And I want to say that even I was in my early 20s. I was 22. So even for me at that age, when I was going through what I was going through with this certain person, whatever, I wanted to say I apologize for what I did, but I did it unfortunately in retaliation of what he was doing to me. Because sometimes we as women, we're gonna retaliate. Like a lot of
Yeah,
women
we
ain't
do.
gonna, we ain't gonna play that foolishness where you putting your hands on me, bust me across my head, put no gun, because ain't gonna be going down like that. We're just not gonna do that. Some women, not all of us, but some women, yeah, we're gonna take it there. But I do want to say that I want to apologize, for what I've done in the past, to my previous partner, and everything, things I've done. I reacted out of my emotions, unfortunately, at that time. I thought I had grew up a little bit, Rashida, and all these 20 some years, but sometimes I kind of revert to that other Tiffany, what I'm saying?
We all do, but you know what?
Sometimes I
Too,
do. Like, I'm
as
not
we
gonna take your
grow up, though.
foolishness. I'm not gonna take no
Mm-hmm.
shit for nobody. Like, I'm just not gonna take your shit. I'm just not gonna do it. you know,
Yeah,
because I don't have to. No woman has to. I don't have to
that's
subject
right.
myself to any foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Anyone calling me out my name, anyone cheating on
Mm-hmm.
me, lying to me, manipulating. I don't have to accept any of that. God definitely did not create me, you know what I'm saying, or any of us women to accept any of that
That's right.
foolishness. I'm telling you straight up right
That's
now,
right.
I'm not the one for it. Okay? You like it, you love it, I don't care. I'm not gonna deal with it. Okay? So that 20 something year old Tiffany, she still stirs around in there. You press the right button, you're gonna mess around there and find her. Okay?
We don't want that one yet.
You gonna make it
You
fine.
heard me say, yeah, we need it when it's time to get the other people out of their situations. But yeah,
No, but
it takes a lot
but
of
we,
growth and maturity though to get where we
it
are
does.
now. Because now we
It
know what
does.
happiness is, we know what love is,
Mhm.
we know what peace is, and we know how to keep
Absolutely.
it. So anybody
Hmm.
that comes around that just tries to disrupt your peace, just know that's not what God sent for you. Because we
Yes.
have peace, we learn to love ourselves, we learn to apologize for our mistakes quickly,
Hmm.
and we learn to move on.
That's right.
And pray for
That's
those that try to curse you and keep using you and just keep putting you down. Just ask the Lord for an outlet, and He'll make a way
hmm.
out.
Yeah,
He'll
he
make a
will.
way out.
What they say, he'll make a
Hmm.
way out of no way, baby. Trust and
Out of
believe his
no
word.
way.
His word
Because
is true.
He's here. Yeah. And for
Yes.
those who don't believe, you need to come into believing that God has greater for you.
Hmm.
He
He
does. You
does.
know, God to get us to them points, girl, like, girl, where is God at? And shoot, He been here
Right.
all along. And here, no, we
Right.
put, we made people our God. That's why we forgot who He
That's, you
was.
know what? Speak that. That's that real talk right there. We make people
Yeah.
our God. And I
We
don't like that.
have.
Yes, we
We
have.
put them in positions to take care of us and want to
Hmm.
submit to them, but they can't submit to God. So that's
Hmm.
where we've made the mistake at. We put God on the back burner and put those
Right.
people on the front burner,
And we
and then
obey
we
them
get in
and
our
not
tail.
obey God.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then we
No.
getting our tail whooped and then want to call on God. God was like, I've been here the whole time. You didn't see the
Right.
red flags before you said I do. You didn't see the
Right.
red flags before I moved into this relationship. But God was like,
Hmm.
no, I've been here the whole time. Now you want me to make a way out for you. I'm going to make a way out for you, but still acknowledge me. Every day you need to
That's
get
right.
up and acknowledge who I am in your life. Be sure to
Amen.
be able to tell your testimony because our testimonies help others and frees others from the chains that they're in. Your
I love
testimony
that.
will make you free.
I love that because they're going through a test right now. You know what I'm saying? And on the other side, that is going to be their testimony. That's right. I
Testimony.
love
Without
that.
the test, you got to have a testimony. Your
That's
faith
right.
would be tried. Everything would be tried. Girl, I'm being tried. Look at us not getting paid,
Yes.
but yet
Oh,
I
yeah,
still
because with the government
smile.
shutdown right
I
now.
yeah, still get
Hmm.
not, and I still smile. I still give him the glory, and I still go in every day like it's a payday.
Hmm. There you go. I
Yep.
love that. I
So
love that. All righty. So I hope this has been helpful to the viewers. Like I said, every now and then we're gonna do like a what is it, an after show to the show.
yep,
Especially when we have still have things on our mind that we didn't probably get across in the actual podcast. We're gonna do this. And if you
absolutely.
guys want us to do this every time, write in, email us, whatever you need to do, and let us know if you like, us doing the after show. Okay. Any other
All
words right
right.
now, Cheetah, before we sign off for the
That
night?
is it. That
That
is
is
it. We love
it.
y'all to life.
Yes, we do. And y'all enjoy
Yep.
y'all weekends, okay? And write in and call us. I forgot what the number is right off, but it is, what is this? It was, I can't remember the number, but definitely
Girl
just,
got the
I can't think,
CRS right now. I got that syndrome. Can't remember you know what right now.
don't remember SHIT. That's what she said,
Yes.
y'all. But definitely just
CRS. I ain't got it.
but okay, we do remember the email right off, and that email is therealplushville@gmail.com, or you can contact
Absolutely.
us through actually the website, therealplushville.com. Okay. And like I
Hmm.
said, just let us know what you guys think. If there's some topics you want us to discuss on the podcast, if you want to be a guest on the podcast, just let us know what your thoughts are. Just start, interacting with us. You know what I'm saying? And we're definitely right back. We're definitely, saying stay communication with you for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So everyone
Yes.
enjoy your weekend. Y'all be safe out there. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.